Hi everyone. First of all, I've been watching some of the Brighton burn up vlogs. Again, wasn't able to make that. Had something, or a commitment in the afternoon I had to make, so I'd never have got to Brighton and back in time. I think it's about 2.5 hours from me, so I didn't make that one. But the weather looked fantastic. Seen some of the bikes that were down there that looked amazing. I'll have to reorganise or organise my diary better for next year so I can make that one. The other thing is I've got a couple of bits of, well, good news for me. It won't make an ounce of difference to anyone else. The first bit of good news for everybody else is that this will probably be my last vlog for a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. So I'm not dropping off the planet, or I'm not selling the bike or anything like that. I just won't be in a position to post any vlogs for a little while, so bear with me guys, and I will be back in a couple of weeks. The other bit of good news, and the main subject of the vlog for today, is if you watch my last vlog, my eBay rant, you will know that I was having some trouble with a buyer. I won't go into all the details. If you want to know the details, just go and have a look at the vlog. But I thought I'd give you an update on what's happened since, because it might be useful for some of you guys if ever you find yourself in a similar situation. And basically, without going into all the facts and figures and everything else, a buyer left me negative feedback unjustly, and I was a bit aggrieved by this. Now, I'm one of those sort of people, and I've tried to adopt this attitude in whatever sort of area of my life it applies to, and that is that if I make a mistake, if I do something wrong, I will hold my hands up and say, yeah, sorry, that was me, yeah, I didn't look at that, or I didn't do that. And you learn, and you don't do it again. But if I get accused, or if somebody treats me unfairly, and I end up in a position where I lose out and it's unjust, then I will fight my corner. And I'm like a dog with a bone. I won't let it go, because I really think that, you know, when it's right, it's right, and when it's wrong, it's wrong. And if it's wrong, then I'm going to fight to make it right. And basically that's how I felt with this eBay thing. So I wasn't going to lie down and just accept the fact that, oh well, I know this person's wrong, I'll accept my negative feedback and I'll carry on, because that's not right. That's not how I do things. So anyway, first step was I contacted eBay. You go online, you get a little form, and you fill it in, and you send it to eBay, which is what I did. What I received back was a standard reply saying that eBay normally like their buyers and sellers to work things out between themselves. So in the first instance, my course of action was to go to the buyer and try and resolve it with them. Now, if you watch my my earlier vlog, you will see that as far as the buyer's concerned, if they don't understand what I'm trying to say to them, or they don't accept what I'm trying to say to them, then there's a fat chance that they're going to reverse their feedback. But like I say, I try and do things by the book, try and be a good person, if you like, and play by the rules. So I sent a little email off to my buyer, and I pointed out that in line with eBay's request, I'm asking them if they would kindly remove my feedback for the following reasons. And then I listed the reasons I believe, or not that I believe, the reasons I know that they shouldn't have left it in the first place. The answer I got back was exactly what you can guess, folks. go ahead. It was just a bit like being at school. Go on then, you tell. So I did. I then went back and basically took the next stage, which was to fill in a form, another online form, which confirmed that I had tried to resolve the issue with the buyer. It hadn't worked. I sent along with that form a breakdown of the transaction and the emails that had gone between myself and the buyer. And I'm quite pleased to say that quite quickly I received a reply saying that the feedback had been reviewed and the comment that the buyer had left had been removed. Fantastic. So I thought, great. A couple of days passed and I thought, well, what about my feedback? I've still got the negative feedback. The comment itself that they left had been removed by eBay, but the feedback was still there. So I'm thinking to myself, well, there's not much point in just removing the comment, because if, thinking of future transactions, it still looks on the face of it like I've got a negative feedback, which was the whole point of me contacting them in the first place. So I let a few days go by and I contacted them again and I said, look, thank you very much for removing the comment. I presume it was removed because you agree that the comment was unwarranted and untrue, but the feedback's still there. To my amazement, I was told that these are actually two separate things. I suppose if you look at it from another angle, I can understand it a bit. So let's say, for example, I'm in my rights to complain about something that somebody sends me, but I say it in such a way that's rude or defamatory. Then they can remove the comment, but the fact that I was unhappy with the purchase still stands on that person's feedback. So I'm right to complain, it was just the way I complained. And I explained to them that that is not the case. In this instance, the fact is that the feedback itself was wrong. The reasons the person gave for leaving me negative feedback are incorrect and not true. So the response I got was just what I said. I got a response saying, yes, the comment has been removed, but the actual feedback is a separate thing, and it's a reflection of the fact that the buyer wasn't happy with the purchase. And I got fed up at this stage with sending emails to eBay, so I rang them and I talked to a very nice lady and I explained to her that had I misled the buyer in any way, had I not sold them what I said I'd sell them, or if I intended to mislead them, then fair enough. But they have left me negative feedback totally unjustly. And she said, fair enough, clicked a button and it went. And I'm thinking, okay, well, why couldn't you do that in the first place? Because I actually explained in my covering letter the fact that that was the whole point of it. But it took a phone call to do it. But well done, eBay. What it does show, and this is a little tip for any of you guys thinking of, if you ever have cause to do this, is forget it sending emails backwards and forwards to them, because you'll end up with standard responses. And in fact, I received, during my communication with eBay, I received their standard response about 5 times. But if you just give them a ring, explain the situation. So there's 2 levels to it, and this is the reason I've done this vlog, is to just inform you guys that there are 2 levels to this this situation. The first is, if you have in any way, wittingly or unwittingly, misrepresented an item, or you haven't given somebody a good service, then you deserve your feedback, your negative feedback. if that person uses deflammatory comments or bad language when they leave you feedback, that can be removed, but you keep your feedback. If, however, someone just leaves you feedback unjustly, and it has to be a case like mine where I could actually prove that they are wrong, then you can get it removed. And I've had it removed, and my account is back to all positive. So, good news there. Anyway, guys, that's all for me, and I will be vlogging again in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, please, apologies, I won't be around even to watch watch any videos, so I won't be leaving any comments because I won't be here. I'm not going to prison or anything like that, not yet. So if you're a biker, you ride safe. If you're not a biker, you be safe, and I'll catch you soon, guys. So you take care, yeah? Bye.